So today I have a fun video for you where I'm going to show you exactly how we 5.9x'd the revenue coming from the first email in the checkout abandonment flow for one of our clients compared to the email they had from the other agency. And the first email of the checkout abandonment flow is arguably one of the top 3 most important emails in your flow stack. The first one is probably the first email of the welcome flow, and the second most important email, at least in terms of revenue, is going to be the first email of the checkout abandonment flow. We use some of these same strategies to help our clients generate between 35 to 50% of their total revenue from email or SMS. So let's get into it. If you'd like to learn exactly how to set up the ultimate checkout abandonment flow with all the emails in it, you can click on the first link in the description and watch that video. So let's get into the results here. So you can see here on the left, this is the test that we have submitted. And on the right, it's the test from the previous agency. So you can see here, the placed order rate for our test was 7.6% order rate, and we generated $746. And you can see the placed order rate for their old email was 2.2%, which is quite a significant difference here. So unfortunately, I cannot share the exact email without the client's permission, but I'm going to show you exactly what we did differently from the old email. Let's start with the old email first. So their email was a graphic, and it has highlighted the guarantee and return policy, which is actually pretty good in the old email. It had a static product photo at the top of the email, and this actually confuses people because when people check out, they basically add specific product to cart and then initiate checkout. And if you include a static image of a different product, not dynamic, basically the exact product they initiated checkout with, then it's going to confuse people a little bit. So try to avoid including static images of other products. So it would be better to include the exact product that they actually added to cart. And then what they did is highlighting other products in email, which is actually very, very ineffective because they know which product they wanted to order. So they added those products to cart and they initiated checkout. This is literally the last step before they placed an order. Something might have spooked them, or maybe they had some objections, but it's not a good idea to feature other products to confuse them even more. So try to focus on the exact products that they actually added to cart. So here's what we did in our email. So the first thing we did is to change the email from graphic to personal plain text email from the person who handles customer support. And typically plain text emails get better engagement and sometimes even more revenue, but it's not really necessary because graphic emails work really well for e-commerce because your products are visual. But this is the particular test that we had here. So plain text email from a customer support agent, let's say. And then the second thing we did is dynamic links to go back to the checkout. So we didn't include anything static here. We included the exact link where people can click and go back to the checkout, which is a standard practice. Most people basically do the same here. The most important, I would say, is the third and fourth point. So addressing the main objections, because when you think about it, the reason people abandon checkout is because they had a particular objection, whether it's maybe they found the shipping cost too high, maybe they weren't entirely sure that your product is going to work for them. Maybe they tried other products from other competitors and they were a little bit anxious. Maybe they weren't sure if they didn't like your product, what would happen then? Is your return policy easy? Stuff like that. So typically the objective of the checkout abandonment flow is to try to overcome those objections. And we do it in different ways here. So the first thing we highlighted is we mentioned that if anything goes wrong, we'll replace it. So talk about the guarantee or the warranty. So if there is manufacturer defect or maybe the product does not work or something like that, then we'll replace it, no questions asked, just to ease their anxiety a little bit and get them through that hurdle so they can place the order. The second thing we say, if you don't like it, we'll give you a full refund. So even if nothing goes wrong, the product is perfect, it works perfectly, but they didn't like it, then we will give them a full refund. So this is called risk reversal. So try to reduce the risk threshold as much as possible. So they say, hey, what do I have to lose? So I think the product is going to work for me, so I'm going to order it. If I really love it, then it's good. If I don't love it, then I can give it back and then I will get a full refund. So this obviously depends on your guarantee, your warranty policy, and also your refund policy. Maybe you don't offer these terms, but try to highlight these and reduce the risk as much as possible for the user. And then the third thing is the cost of not having this product in their daily life or well-being or something like that. So for this particular brand, it's actually a product that solves a big pain or a big problem for our customers. But your products could be different. Maybe you have a fashion brand or something like that where it's more luxury, or maybe it has more like of an aspirational aspect. But we in this particular test, we try to highlight what's the cost of them not buying this product basically, or not having this product in their life. And then The fourth thing is offering quick help assistance by replying to this email. So we don't like to complicate things and ask them to click to go to a contact page so they can send a message or something like that. We literally ask them, hey, if you need help, if you need assistance, if you're not sure entirely about the perfect product for your particular needs, please hit reply and send us a quick email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, we try to make it as easy for them as possible to make a decision and place an order. So yeah, these are basically the 4 things that we have changed to 5.9x the amount of revenue coming through that email. So if you have an e-com brand and you would like to generate between 35 to 50% of your total revenue from email and SMS, then you can click on the last link in the description to schedule a quick 15-minute call with me. I'm happy to offer you a free in-depth audit of your Klaviyo account, where I show you exactly what's missing in your account, what could be improved, and how much more revenue you'll be able to generate when everything is implemented properly. This is 8 to 10 pages of expert recommendations specifically for your brand. So click on the last link in the description and I'll talk to you then.